Feel the power.
Power 913, nothing but flames in this one. It is Dark Knight with Carolina. And guess what? He is with me in a studio today, and I'm super excited for this one. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you, Viola?
I am great. How are you?
I'm splendid.
You know what? I'm excited because I finally have you in the studio. Okay, you're on my show today, so I'm excited.
I think I'm as blessed at this point.
Really awesome.
Yeah.
Now, for somebody that has never heard about you before, who is Dark Knight?
Yo, I go by the name of Dark Knight, aka Mr. Tlakabak 2 minutes in Yana. What that simply means is that I'm rapping Zambia to Africa, Africa to the world to the universe. I feel like that's all they need to know.
Wow, really amazing.
Yeah.
Now, you were born in Zambia and you grew up in Botswana.
Yeah.
What exactly would you say inspired your music?
Well, my fabric of music is truly inspired by different textures of fabrics. By fabrics, I mean different textures of music influences. I bet even my listeners are even able to tell that I don't just come from one cloth. Mm-hmm. It's a whole different diversity of like influences from the cultures and also the experiences of life. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, you recently released an EP. Now, before I get to the EP, there's songs like Sunshine, which sounds like a perfect blend of talent and collaboration, because obviously you're working with the right people.
Yeah.
Now, the combination of Afro and R&B, the genres, right?
Yeah.
And how you create such a rich and soulful listening experience.
Yeah.
What happens in studio? How does the magic become magic?
Well, it's a pretty simple technique I use. First of all, most of the music I do is highly influenced by like a situation that I'm going through. Could be like even like a heartbreak or, you know, simply falling in love. So in this case, songs like Sunshine came about when, like, you know, I was in a place where I was happy, and I always love to make my music out of like the purest emotion that I'm in at that point. So Sunshine is just that. Yeah.
Now, you did mention you were born here and you grew up in Botswana.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know, how does your upbringing in Botswana influence your music right now?
Yo, magical. It was magical. If I tell you this, Botswana is rich in culture, and they're very particular about the music that they vibe to, they listen to. It's all up-tempo. It's all just pure good energy. And me getting influenced in that sector of music simply came about as me being a dancer before everything else.
Really?
So yeah, I started out as a dancer. Was part of a group that we formed called TNT. From there, that's where like my love of music just like blossomed.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I can't believe you were hiding this talent and just, you know, dancing when you had all this talent.
Yeah, I'm not hiding it. That's why we're here today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The world has to see this. This is what, you know, we have to offer as Zambia, and not just like Zambia at large, but Africa as well, and Africa to the world.
Now, you are running something on social media where you're asking, like, which country is this? What inspired that? Tell us a bit about it.
Well, you know how Zambians always react to like you know, funny content and all that, right?
Yeah.
So me and the team sat down and just figured out a way to like make something engaging as much as we're trying to promote the music, and it just so happened that it hit. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a pretty magical thing. I'm actually even surprised that you've seen that. You know what I mean? Because the response from that has been very, very magical. These days, I'm even getting people asking me to say, bro, why don't you do one from Nigeria? Why don't you do one for Ghana? Why don't you do one for Kenya? I'm just like, this is something. So yeah.
Awesome. Now, let's get back to the EP. Now, could you share some insight into the creative process behind your new EP that is like big energy? What inspired that?
Well, the EP is purely inspired by, like I said, life experiences. Most of the songs that are on the EP are songs that I probably even recorded back in 2014. One of the lead singles on the EP, which is titled Gotv, is actually a song that I recorded back when I was like still with Cream Dollar. May he so rest in peace. That song came about as a result of, like, you know, my experiences with like my upbringing with my mom. You know how they say at Kukromana Wembia.
Oh my God, you were asking the wrong person.
You can't tell me you didn't experience that.
I did.
Hey,
I don't know how to explain it, but I do understand.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So this was like part of like the discipline that my mom used to do, where she would like tell me the real facts of life, and which is what I expressed in Kwatu. Like from the beginning of this whole interview, I had mentioned to say like every song that I do comes from a place of inspiration of like my real life experiences.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically what Big Energy is about. Like it's giving you a guideline to like where I was, to where I am now, and to where we're now heading. We're taking it from like the Big Energy. So this serves as an introduction for those that don't or haven't heard of me. This is like the introduction, and the meat of that is in the music. So I truly advise that you guys dive into the EP and do what you need to.
Awesome. Now, have you been able to collaborate with anybody on this EP?
Yeah. We got J Rocks, my brother J Rocks. We collabed on a song titled Ntantiko. Yeah, so it's a pretty beautiful song on its own. We were supposed to get Trina South on it as well.
Yeah.
But then things didn't go as planned. We didn't get the song cleared on time. But it's something that you guys should really look out for. Yeah.
Really awesome stuff. Now, I'm going to ask you this really personal question, because obviously there are some ladies that are wondering out there, away from the music. Are you dating anyone?
Am I dating anyone? My God.
Or maybe you're married, Dark Knight. Tell us.
Yeah. Am I dating anyone? Oh my God. At this point, it's pretty evident that I'm in a happy mood. Plus, I'm wearing the colors of love.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
But if you wanna apply, you can apply. You know what I mean? At Dark Knightzm.
Oh my
get back
God!
to you.
What does that mean? It means you're free to mingle, right?
No. No. I'm not.
Look, you're not telling me you're taken. You're not telling me you are not taken as well. So why? Please explain.
Let's just say the talking stage is strong.
All right, I'll take it. Now, back to the music. What do you hope listeners to take away from your music, particularly from tracks like Confessions and It's a Calling?
Yeah, so originality, first and foremost, originality, and just self-expression and also self-awareness. Yeah. So songs like Confessions it's actually a true story.
Is it?
Like yeah, it's actually a true story. I've had quite a few experiences in that line where you would have like people actually confess to say, you know what, I can't hold it. Let me just tell you the truth. So I was like, that would be a very good way to just
Yeah.
put it out there, since I'm always talking about my own life experiences.
Yeah.
So that was like a piece of the puzzle. So to get the full clear picture, you need to dive into the EP.
Plus, they do say a problem shared is a problem solved, right?
You know.
All right, really awesome. Now, for somebody that is listening and would like to, listen to your music, where can they find it?
Well, my music is available on all streaming platforms, be it Deezer, Spotify, Shazam, Apple Music, everywhere. You can find it under the name Dark Knightzm. All of it's not night here, night in shining armor.
The knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for you for that definition. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you guys should really listen to the EP. For those who are lazy to like go on your search tab and start typing Dark Knightzm, the music is available on Shazam as well. So as you're hearing the songs play, you could just like place your phone on the speaker and it will direct you to the account.
Awesome stuff. Now, Dark Knight, I know there is somebody out there that is listening and obviously has been inspired by your story, and maybe they do not believe in themselves and their talent. Look at you used to be a dancer, and now you're singing, and you are pretty amazing. What is your message to them?
Well, I'd like to give you a backstory before I dive to the message, right?
Yeah.
So this is how the structure is. Before I started out the whole dancing thing, I used to be into poetry. I used to do like contemporary dancing. I used to like have a lot of things I was doing. But when I came back to Zambia, I used to really love the dance culture, but then I was influenced into doing the music. So from there, that's where now I got introduced to Cream Dollar, and he's the one that kind of gave me the enlightenment to say, you know what, for you to actually learn the industry, you need to also look at different avenues. So for those who don't know, I used to back up dance for Sheffy, I back up danced for Makitu at some point.
Wow.
I back up danced for a number of artists in the industry. And I did that simply because I needed to understand the field I was diving into from a different angle. And me experiencing and seeing how people conduct themselves and like the cons and pros of the industry, that's when now I decided to like, you know, fully pursue the singing aspect of music. But then before the singing started, I used to only rap. That was my only thing. Krim is the one who actually asked me one day to say, do you know what, you can actually try and like, you know, sing. Funny enough, my first ever song is titled Violet. It's a song I did with Tilo.
Really?
Yeah. That was one of like the songs that actually got me airplay. From then, that's when I just knew to say, okay, I think I should be more diverse with what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So back to the message to somebody out there who could be demotivated or not have the right voices around them in order for them to keep going. My advice to you is you firstly have to believe in yourself. You firstly have to believe in yourself to an extent where it's infectious with people around you, you know what I mean? Where they can't deny the fact that they have to support you as well. That's the first thing you have to do. The second thing is you need to always make sure you're practicing, sharpening your craft at all times. Even if it looks like people are not paying attention or whatever, trust me, when the time comes, you need to make sure you're ready. So that's my advice to you.
Amazing stuff. Now, before I let you go, I'm going to let you do a freestyle because that is how we roll here on Yapa Eazee. You're going to give us a little something. So I don't know if you want a beat to it or maybe you can just do a cappella.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We're always ready. I think you should give me a beat.
Okay. What beat would you like? There's this one and there's also this one.
I can't hear it on my side.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna do an a cappella. Is that okay?
Okay, it's all right.
Take it away.
So, to the legitimate, the first intimate love I had, I was into it wholeheartedly. Girl, I planned to wife you, my future, or build it with. You were the center. Remember how I sent you love messages saying with an emphasis on my love for you. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Awesome.
It's as simple as that.
That was really great. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. It has been such a pleasure and such an honor hosting you in studio today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Viola, for having me. And yeah, big shout out to Zambia. Big shout out to Africa. Big shout out to the world. Let's do this.
Awesome. Now we're going to be playing one of Dark Knight's song, and this one is taken off his new EP that is titled Big Energy, and this one is titled Confessions.
A new source of energy has arrived in your town. New source of energy has arrived in your town. Power 91.3 FM. 91.3 FM.
She said, Picky, nah, picky, though. It's your boy, Only you can open up the door. Rich brown. That girl says she loving me, and she don't wanna love another. Yeah. Says she gon' die for me, she don't wanna love another. She said, Picky, nah, picky, though. I don't gotta choose, 'cause you give me the loving that I want. Yeah. Only you can open up the door. Let me into your heart. So I gave her the Zambian D with a little Congo power. Now she calling me sweet daddy, aka Mr. Slim Dada. I gave her the ram-pa-pa-pam, beat it up like say it's a bongo drum. I skin it out, and I give it to a slow motion. That girl says she loving me, and she don't wanna love another. Says she gon' die for me, she don't wanna love another. She said, picky, nah, picky, though. I don't gotta choose, 'cause you give me the loving that I want. Only you can open up the door. Let me into your heart. Me happy, give her feedback. I don't wanna TikTok, I just wanna get down and dirty. I'm more like that. Me, I really like how you make your body tick-tock. Hold it here, baby, don't you break it. Shawty said she only rode on my boss. Bamuna by my BBC. I got it for you, boy.
Feel the power.
Power.